Hello guys, time for scary videos featuring the spirit of an elderly lady in the haunted school building that scares one of its visitors. Now let's buckle up and stay frosty. And please leave a frosty like for me if you can. Now we want to take a look at a light but definitely creepy recording that was captured by a young man who recently moved into a new home with his family. His kids told him that they saw strange shadows walking around in the house, and he and his wife also could see and hear stuff that didn't always make sense. One night he was trying to find the source of some odd scratching noises his children had heard, so he made his way down into the boiler room. What exactly was peeking out of the window here? Some people say that it could have been an intruder that is living in their house, unknowingly of course. Others suspect it to be a bad joke by either a family member or someone else. Well, I think it definitely looks like a mask. But the thought of a stranger living in the basement for free is pretty terrifying, nevertheless. This video was brought to you by our today's sponsor, NordVPN. You might be well aware of all the scary and creepy things that spy on you out there in the depths of the internet. Well, let me tell you that NordVPN is here to protect all of your personal data and communications, while nothing else will protect you. NordVPN is a virtual private network service provider that makes it close to impossible for any intruder to access your personal data. They provide you with over 5,500 super fast servers in 60 countries to choose from, and are able to unlock Netflix from almost any part of the world for you. You wouldn't believe how many bone-chilling horror flicks there are in Japan or Europe, for example. Just saying. And their services even work in China. Nord offers you a double data encryption, which brings you increased anonymity, but it also protects your data while you are traveling or simply enjoying a drink at a coffee shop. The integrated CyberSec tool gets rid of many annoying ads and hazardous websites that might ruin your browsing experience. And there's also gonna be no data logging. It is even possible to boost your network connection with their very handy Nord Links feature. And another big plus is that you can have up to 6 simultaneous connections, which in today's day and age is so important. Nord was selected as the best VPN in Best VPN Awards for 2020. If you should be unsatisfied, you are offered a 30-day money-back guarantee. So, please don't hesitate. Nord is offering a special Black Friday deal. You'll receive 68% off of a 2 years plan, plus an additional 4 months for free. Go to nordvpn.com/KingFrostmare or use code KingFrostmare at the checkout. Hit the link in the description to secure this deal and stay safe out there. Now we want to look at a terrifying case which has transpired in a deserted area of Nuevo León in Mexico. There's a little town called Tatarskiskandal, which is accessed by a pretty long and desolated stretch of road. And in that little town is an abandoned and really run-down school building, which was named the Bonito School and founded by the governor Don Jose Vicanzo in 1954. The old building still tells the tales of long-forgotten students and people who ventured to this deserted place. The following incident has been made public by a news station. It features a young man who ventured to this old place to investigate it. His name is Gabriel Martinez Navarro, and he made his video public on November the 10th. Apparently he was interested in many of the local tales that were saying that some unearthly forces were still inheriting this old place. There was only one way to find out: driving there by himself.
Pues aquí voy rumbo para la escuela del Barrancón, aquí en Gualahuises. Es que vine a investigar yo solo. solo. Y pues medianoche. Vengo a ver porque vi un video donde pues 5 pelados bien peludos. Sale una voz al principio del video diciendo: me duele mucho. Pero yo no sé qué chingados le duele a un fantasma. La mera neta. Yo no sé qué chingados le duele a un fantasma. Entonces pues yo vengo acá solo para enseñarles de que pues no hay nada. No hay nada. Porque pues como para que estén engañando a la gente, pues como que no.
After driving for quite some time, he finally makes it onto the premises and looks for a way in.
Esta es la escuela que tanto les decía. Ay, güey, escuché.
What was that?
Escuché.
It appears that Gabrielle has captured a disembodied voice without noticing it at that moment. How curious. Maybe an omen that he was in for an interesting night?
Por allá hay una novia. Pero la novia no me metía. Porque ese culo. Y al chile sí tengo un poquito de miedo. Un poquito nomás. Pero esta es la escuela. La escuela San Benito Juárez. La 1954. Esta madre. A ver, enfoca bien. Ahí está esta madre. Esta madre no se abre. Uy, güey, me caí con eso. Es todo lo que... Mira nomás, esta sí está abierta. Pues ya vieron, güey. Puro pinche pedo, no hay ni madres a la verga. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, no mames. No mames. Pésate.
Suddenly, stuff is moving on its own, and the young man is getting pretty afraid of the activity.
¿Quién es? ¿Quién es? ¿Qué vergas pregunto, güey?
Besides the terrifying paranormal activity in this building, something has Gabriel shook to the core, and you might have missed it. Let's take another look. Something seemed to be peeking around the corner right at him, and it's pretty certain that it wasn't your average person. What happened that night in this derelict school building? Did the young man maybe fall victim to a haunting that turned him into a believer? Who knows? What's your explanation? The following recordings were compiled by owner Veronica S., who at the end of this haunting journey had to move places due to the many paranormal events unfolding in her own apartment. Apparently, it all started with her having some strange encounters in the middle of the night. Strange noises, shadows, the typical strangeness. She's a single mother and took these terrifying events to heart. As a non-believer, she suspected some foul play and decided to install camcorders in her home. She had her friend come into the apartment one night, and this is when they captured the following. People suspect that it could have been a friendly spirit of a former owner perhaps, but it gets even more creepy. The next clips have been captured the following nights. Doesn't this look like the spirit of an elderly lady? When they try to contact the spirit that particular night, the baby boy starts crying again. But what's even more terrifying is that the door seemed to be stuck shut and they had to use a lot of force to budge it open.
Are you in the boys' room?
Now we want to take a look at one of the latest recordings from Papa TV, who traveled to a place called Leworth Village, which apparently inherits a ton of abandoned buildings, and Diego had been there in the past. It was said that parts of the place burned down due to a fire caused by a couple of kids, not too long after his last visit. He states that he heard really weird noises and even saw a shadow in there. So, today was another chance for him to see what exactly was going on in these buildings.
And I believe if I keep on talking to the camera, alright, then you put the setting a little higher. And this one here. Hello, anybody here? I heard a voice here. Are you okay? Hello?
After checking that nobody else was around, he was scouting out the perimeter and decided to try to contact the spirit world with a couple of devices. Maybe they would answer to him. However, something even more mind-boggling was about to happen.
You worked here before? Do you have a name? Hello?
There seemed to be an unseen being running at him in full speed,
Who was that running?
and he certainly appeared to prepare for impact, but there was nothing there.
Were you trying to rush me?
What a creepy encounter. What do you guys think?
If you're gonna try to rush me, at least show yourself.
Was it maybe something or someone running on one of the other floors? Or was it a paranormal encounter? Thanks for watching, guys.